Every year, more than 500 million bottles of tequila are consumed worldwide. We find it at parties, celebrations, luxury cocktails, and family meals. But have you ever wondered how tequila is made? Well, today we'll travel directly to Mexico, to the heart of Jalisco, home to the largest tequila production plant on the planet, where more than 20,000 liters of Don Julio tequila are produced every day. There, we will see every step of the process, from the harvesting of the agave in the fields to the final bottling inside the factory. So get ready, because today you are going to discover how one of the world's most consumed tequilas is mass-produced. Let's begin. Step number 1. The Agave Harvest. It all begins in the extensive fields of the state of Jalisco, where millions of blue agave plants are cultivated, the fundamental raw material for making tequila. These plants require between 6 and 8 years of growth under the intense sun to reach their optimal point of maturity. Only then are they ready to be harvested. The harvesting is carried out by the jimadores, highly trained workers who perform this task manually. They use a traditional tool known as a koa, a kind of sharp circular hoe, with which they precisely cut the pointed leaves and expose the heart of the plant, the piña. Each piña can weigh up to 100 kilos and must be extracted with extreme care to preserve the natural sugars that will be key in the production process. Once harvested, the agave hearts are loaded onto industrial trucks and transported directly to the Don Julio plant, where their transformation into one of the world's most recognized tequilas will begin. Let's take a look. Step number 2. Cooking the agave hearts. Once the pineapples have been harvested and transported to the plant, one of the most important processes in tequila production begins: cooking. The pineapples are unloaded manually and placed inside enormous masonry or stainless steel ovens designed to handle high volumes. Each of these ovens can hold more than 100 pineapples at the same time and operate continuously throughout the day. During this process, the pineapples are cooked at temperatures of up to 100 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, for a period of 24 to 48 hours, depending on the type of oven and the desired tequila profile. Cooking plays a key role, transforming the complex sugars of the agave into simple sugars, necessary for later fermentation. But in addition, this step is responsible for generating the characteristic aroma and sweetness of Don Julio tequila. As the pineapples cook, they release a sweet and earthy smell that permeates the entire plant. Operators constantly monitor the temperature, pressure, and condition of the agave to ensure that no pineapple is overcooked or undercooked. A well-done cooking ensures the flavor, texture, and final quality of the product. For this reason, this step is carried out with special care and precision. With the pineapples perfectly cooked, it's time to extract all the juice they hold inside. Step number 3. Milling and juice extraction. Once the agave hearts have been cooked and cooled, it's time to extract their essence, the sweet juice that will be the base of the tequila. To achieve this, the agave hearts are taken to the milling area, where enormous industrial mechanical mills come into action. These machines have metal rollers that crush the cooked agave hearts with force and precision, slowly pressing them to extract every last drop of juice. Operators load the agave hearts onto a conveyor belt that feeds them to the mills continuously. The pressure exerted is carefully controlled to avoid completely breaking the agave fibers, as these fibers help in the next stage of the process, fermentation. The result of this process is a thick and sweet liquid known as mosto, must. This juice contains all the natural sugars of the agave and is essential for obtaining high-quality tequila. The mosto is filtered and automatically channeled into large stainless steel vats, where it will be stored until its transformation into alcohol begins. This entire step is carried out under technical supervision, maintaining the appropriate cleanliness, temperature, and pressure to ensure the purity of the juice. With the mosto ready and fresh, it's time to transform this juice into alcohol. Let's see it. Step number 4. Fermentation. Once the agave juice has been extracted, one of the most delicate and crucial steps of the entire process begins: fermentation. The fresh mosto is transferred through stainless steel pipes to enormous fermentation tanks with a capacity of thousands of liters. There, the operators add carefully selected natural yeasts, responsible for transforming the agave sugars into alcohol through a controlled biological process. Fermentation can last between 3 and 7 days, and its duration depends on several factors: ambient temperature, the type of yeast used, the quality of the mosto, and the specific conditions of the plant. During those days, the tanks remain under constant monitoring. State-of-the-art sensors and automated systems control the temperature and pH of the mosto, while technicians perform periodic tests to ensure that everything is proceeding as planned. Over time, the liquid begins to bubble, takes on a cloudy color and a thick texture. The result is a mixture with a low alcohol content known as dead mosto or pulque, which, although not yet tequila, already retains many of the aromatic notes of the final product. This intermediate step is fundamental to defining the profile and quality of the tequila. For this reason, each batch is meticulously evaluated before moving on to the next process. And now that the alcohol is present, it's time to concentrate it, purify it, and take it to the next level. Step number 5. Distillation. Once the mosto has been fermented, one of the most technical steps of the process arrives: distillation, where the alcohol is separated from the rest of the components. The fermented liquid is transferred from the tanks to the distillation area, where the operators introduce it into large stills, traditionally made of copper, although stainless steel models are also used. Copper is ideal for this process because it helps to eliminate impurities and improves the final flavor of the tequila. Once inside the stills, the mosto is heated to approximately 80 degrees Celsius, 176 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, the alcohol evaporates and rises, while the water and other substances remain behind. That vapor condenses again in liquid form, resulting in a cleaner and more concentrated distillate. Depending on the type of tequila, distillation is carried out once or twice. Blanco tequilas are usually distilled only once to preserve a more intense flavor, while reposado and añejo tequilas are distilled twice to achieve a smoother and more refined profile. Throughout the process, technicians control each batch, ensuring the alcohol level, purity, and aromas of the product. With the alcohol now clean and full of character, it's time to mature it and define that unique flavor of tequila. Let's take a look. Step number 6. Maturation. With the alcohol now distilled and purified, a key stage begins: maturation, where the tequila develops its smoothness, depth, and flavor profile. The tequila is transferred to the maturation area, where operators pour it into carefully selected American white oak barrels. Some of these barrels were previously used to age whiskey or wine, which adds unique nuances to the final product. Once filled, the barrels are stored in special rooms with controlled temperature and humidity conditions. Depending on the type, the tequila rests there for between 2 months and 3 years. Reposados for less time, añejos for much longer, gaining notes of vanilla, caramel, and toasted oak. During this process, technicians extract periodic samples, evaluating color, aroma, and flavor to ensure that each batch maintains the quality and character that distinguishes Don Julio. And when the tequila has reached its perfect point, it's time to bottle it and prepare it to reach the world. Step number 7. Bottling and distribution. The tequila is ready to be bottled. It all begins with a final filtration, which removes any residual impurities. In some cases, master blenders adjust the product by combining similar batches to maintain flavor consistency, especially in reposado and añejo tequilas. Then, the tequila passes through automated filling machines, which precisely measure the content in each bottle. These production lines can bottle up to 100,000 units per day, maintaining exact control at each step. Once filled, the bottles are sealed, labeled, and undergo a manual quality control, where operators check the level, capping, and presentation. Afterward, they are packed in boxes, grouped on pallets, and distributed globally. Premium editions travel to exclusive stores, while Blancos and Reposados reach supermarkets, bars, and restaurants around the world. And so, the Agave Piña ends up transformed into an international beverage, recognized for its quality and flavor. To finish, tell us, are you a fan of tequila? Were you surprised by everything involved in making this famous Mexican drink? Leave us your opinion in the comments. And if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to learn about more impressive production processes.